Welcome back to the MMA Plug, presented to you by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz. You can give me a follow along online at Comments from the Peanut Gallery. If you are watching along online, make sure that you smash that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications so you do not miss a drop. Now, folks, we're about to dive into the Colorado Awards segment for 2022. Now, as far as the criteria for these awards, folks, just so you know what sort of, maybe a couple of potential restrictions might be with these fights or with these contests. These are all either fights or fighters that were not in a major organization at that time, whether that be UFC, Bellator, PFL, or one championship. Now, as far as the shows that we are going to be covering with that could be anything from the local level shows like Colorado Combat Club, Sparta Battle, to the regional shows like the LFA as well as Fury. So in reference to those shows, we have the Rising Prospect of the Year in 2022. We give that to Elijah Swift Smith. Now, Elijah Smith of Victory MMA down in Colorado Springs is 3-0 on the year, 2-0 as a pro. He, in his final amateur fight last spring, defended his title. All wins have came by way of finish. He's a bright prospect. He's a second-generation fighter. He's coming up with a good circle of guys around him. I think that he's got a very high ceiling and a bright future. And, man, when you say speed kills, Elijah Swift Smith, that nickname fits. This kid has a bright future. The Colorado Amateur Debut of the Year goes to Samuel Henrique at Colorado Combat Club 13. The kicking technique and mastery of his game plan in that fight, it was phenomenal to see for someone making their amateur debut. So congratulations to you, Samuel. We have the Colorado Amateur Fighter of the Year, Colorado Amateur Fight of the Year. That goes to Day McIntosh against Connor Leonard. This happened also at Colorado Combat Club 13 at the end of the summer down at the Brighton in Rhino, which we will be having 5 shows this next year for Colorado Combat Club. Phenomenal venue, by the way. But this fight was a back-and-forth affair between two top featherweight prospects who were both undefeated at the time. Connor Leonard had Day McIntosh in a deep armbar at one point of the fight that was right in front of us at the broadcast table. Day McIntosh was able to turn it around and ultimately get the victory in that contest. So congratulations to Day McIntosh of Victory MMA and Connor Leonard of Top Notch for that Colorado Amateur Fight of the Year at Colorado Combat Club 13. The Colorado Most Improved Fighter of the Year in 2022 goes to Keenan Davis. Keenan Davis of Elevation Fight Team. He's the son of Vinny Lopez. This kid has just grown by leaps and bounds over the course of the last trip around the sun. He's allergic to easy fights. He continues to test himself on this amateur level. Just won a belt for us at Colorado Combat Club. And again, every single fight that he comes out there, he puts himself into the fire and he shows growth in his game. And this kid has a really bright future, and the experience that he's gaining right now will be invaluable to his future. So congratulations to you, Keenan. We have the Colorado Male Amateur Fighter of the Year. That goes to Elias Rodriguez. Elias Rodriguez was 3-0 on the year with 3 finishes. He had a tech sub to win the Colorado Combat Club amateur title this year. You know, this kid is a young wizard. He's the understudy of Corey Sandhagen out there at High Altitude Martial Arts Elevation Fight Team. This kid is in the corner for a lot of his teammates as well. Just an all-around martial artist, a kid who is solid on the ground, but also a killer on the feet. Someone who I look forward to bigger, brighter things for many years to come from. So congratulations to you, Elias. We had the Colorado Female Amateur Fighter of the Year. That goes to Emma, the Peruvian Predator Soho. Now, Emma is so exciting to watch when she goes out there and fights. I mean, it's intense. It is all gas, no brakes. And she is ready to go out there and be a ruthless savage and destroy everything in her path. That's just, to me, like, it's exciting to watch the way that she got her win at Colorado Combat Club in her MMA fight earlier this year. That was just phenomenal to see the domination from start to finish. She took a page out of her training partner and elder training partner in Mallory Martin's playbook by going out there and lady Habibing her. It was awesome to watch. And then she had a Muay Thai fight to close out the year where, I love seeing it because she's a lifetime martial artist, but a jiu-jitsu specialist, I think it's fair to say, and is going out there trying to test herself as a martial artist and grow her game in other disciplines to just round out her skill set. And I think that's extremely commendable. That's something that I think deserves the praise. So for that, Emma Soho, you get our Colorado Amateur Fighter of the Year award. We have Colorado Performance of the Year going to Yusuf, the Moroccan Devil Zalal, in round one with his TKO over Edwin Chavez at Sparta 93. This was a fight that just really showed that, Yusuf still deserves to have the big three letters next to his name. He still deserves to be in the UFC. He's got another fight coming up in just a couple of weeks against a strong, battle-tested veteran in Jake Childers on another Sparta card. So hopefully with another big win and big finish there, making a statement, Yusuf punches his ticket back to the big dance. At just 26 years old, that kid is so bright. He is so talented and has so much more to offer at the top level of the game, and especially now as he continues to physically mature and go through those stages of self-actualization in terms of the talent and the hard work that he's put in throughout the years. Yusuf the Moroccan Devil Zalal, congratulations for the Colorado Card Performance of the Year. We have the Colorado Comeback of the Year going to Adam Mini Hunt Martinez against Leonardo Carvalho at Fury 62. Now, to start the fight, Mini Hunt was hurt bad on the feet. He had an eye that was swollen shut, basically. And then he found himself with Carvalho on his back and threatening the rear naked choke a few different times until Mini was able to stand up while Carvalho was still on his back. But then he slammed him off over the top. Slippery Bodies came up over the top, slams him down, reverses the position, and then jumps on an anaconda choke to secure the win. That right there, my friend, was all heart. If you go back and you watch that fight for Fury 62 with Adam Mini Hunt Martinez, you will see the emotion after the victory. That's the trip up Grit Mountain, and congratulations to you, Adam Mini Hunt Martinez, most exciting fighter in MMA. Colorado Knockout of the Year goes to Carlos Calderon with the 17-second first-round knockout of Jake Mendez back at Colorado Combat Club 11 last March. Carlos is a kid who, again, he's fought for us a couple of times for Colorado Combat Club. He's also had fights in promotions like Combate where he got a big finish. This is a young killer who has a bright future, a tremendous skill set, great camp around him. Carlos Calderon is going to be on to bigger, brighter things in 2023. Congratulations to you, my friend. We have the Colorado Submission of the Year in 2022 goes to Elias Rodriguez with the tech sub at Colorado Combat Club 14 to capture the Colorado Combat Club title. Then we have the Colorado Pro Fight of the Year. Now, this was a fight that most of the public, unfortunately, did not get to see because it was on a private show. But for those who did get to see it, folks, this was such an entertaining fight to watch. We had a couple of incredible honorable mentions out there, such as the Art Petrosian win over Juan Gonzalez. That was an incredible fight last spring. There was Javier Cepeda against Miguel Perez. Incredible fight. But those are honorable mentions compared to this fight, in my opinion, for what you were able to see from both fighters in this matchup. This was one that neither fighter, obviously someone had to lose in the contest, but that goes to Dylan King against Clay Matza at MMA Ham 2022. Now, that fight, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of if you want to see a beautifully violent masterpiece as a whole, that is that fight right there. Again, it was on a private show, so the public wasn't able to see it, but it's kind of one of those, if you know things. It was a sanctioned bout. It did happen. Did see the fight. That one gets our honors and our accolade right there. So, Dylan King of Victory MMA down there in Colorado Springs and Clay Matza of Factory X, congratulations to you two for Colorado Fight of the Year. We have the Colorado Pro Fight of the Year, we should say. And we have the Colorado Female Fighter of the Year award going to Claire Guthrie. Claire Guthrie was 1-0 officially, and she was also a member of the Ultimate 30 cast. Couple of honorable mentions also out there, including Kelsey Arneson as well as Barb Sesnalevich. We had the Colorado Male Fighter of the Year. This one was tough because there was a few fighters who had a tremendous run over the course of the last 365 days or all through 2022. But the run that this young killer is on is something special. In 2022, Luis Grim-Gurley fought 5 times. In those 5 contests, all 5 were won by finish. Now, of those 5 fights, 4 of those were at the professional level. Again, all of those came by KO or TKO. Only one of those left the first round. Those fights came in LFA. Those were on Midwest Championship fighting. And that also came in Colorado Combat Club. So it was across the board with multiple different talent pools. Luis Gurley is a friend of the show. He's been on the program before. This kid is something special. He is a flyweight prospect that is a violent, menacing threat to be reckoned with. And I think that with another win, or maybe already on the maybe just by the virtue of his style and what he's done so far, he could be knocking on the door to a Contender Series opportunity. Luis is one of those guys who will, without a doubt, he's gonna have the UFC banner by his name very, very shortly. So congratulations to you, Luis Grim-Gurley, for winning our Colorado Male Fighter of the Year award for 2022. Stick around after the break, folks. We are going to be closing out the show by giving away some of our most prestigious accolades of the show. This is the MMA Plug presented to you by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio. I'm your host, Jordan Kurtz. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. That helps us continue to produce this original MMA content and bring it for you every single week. Tune in to the MMA Plug presented by DenverSportsBetting.com on 98.1 FM, Mile High Sports Radio on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m.
or live stream at DenverSportsBetting.com/radio.